Alright, I'm going to show you how to make a quick grid system in Java. Place tiles right next to each other like this, and they always match up perfectly. Alright, so all you have to do, you define a grid using your tile size. So for me, I use 64 by 64 pixel tiles. So 64 by 64, if you use 32 by 32, you can define a 32 by 32 grid. So first, define a grid. Next, do a little math. So for me, I use my mouse X and my mouse Y, and all you do is you make it divide your mouse X by the grid size, which gives you a rounded value because this is an int. It's gonna, well, it's a double, but it's gonna come out as an int, which will give you a rounded value, and then you multiply it by the grid size again. So it's this piece of math that gives you the X coordinate where you're gonna wanna draw the new tile. And it's this piece of math that gives you the Y coordinate where you're gonna wanna draw the new tile. All it does is it divides the current mouse position by the grid size, which I defined as 64 above, and then you multiply it back by the grid size. And then I just draw it at these points. So for me, I'm using an array because I want to draw them each frame, because you'll delete them and add them again. But you could just draw them directly using something like draw image point X, point Y, but instead of point X and point Y, put the snapped position. So snapped X, snapped Y. That's all you have to do. Making a grid is super easy. You just define the grid, make a little function. I put it in its own method just because I call it all the time, but you could just put this wherever you want it. Snapped X, snapped Y. And this could also be, using the player position or any sort of position. Anyways, quick little tip. I thought it was super helpful.